to fight Uhuru's battle for him. That is the thing. Wanatakiwa kutumia the youth to fight their battles, but we need to say, hata sasa sisi tunataka watoto wetu wakue, the ones who wants to go on should go on, and the only person who should refuse ule mtu anasema mimi sipendi masomo. Kuna watu wapendi kusoma, wacha wakafanye mjengo, but nobody should be stopped from going ahead because of money. And this money is in people's pockets that shouldn't have them in their pockets. What is the government doing to recoup that money? That is my question.
Okay. Now, even as we go back to the topic, Ashley, what do you think is the reason they could be pushing hard to have minor Jenga story really trend, despite having other pertinent issues that should really be in the minds of Kenyans? Why do you think this issue needs to be on now? And is it diversionary? Because I really don't understand, because we have not had like any crime that Mungeke has committed of late. Why is it now important?
That's a funny question, Jakes. So you wait for a crime so that you can don't say somebody is a thief, or no, somebody.
Not really. You see, for instance, Shakahola, there's a reason why we are going for Mackenzie.
But we don't always. We should not do.
There was a time Mungeke was a threat, and Mishuki dealt with it. Then Nani was taken to court, and the court pronounced itself on this issue. Why are they bringing it up? Because could they be having intelligence that something is being cooked or being plotted against the country or the government? Why now? Because Maina Jenga has been there. It is not that he was not in the country. He was there, and I even said he even vied. So why is it important to bring his issues at the moment?
Only a fool would not. Because if he has done that in the past, even the people you saw go to get him from who are in Nakuru, did they look to you like Mogeke? Did you see them? I saw them. They did. And if they don't, you can't, even in a fight, if you're always on the defensive, you lose. You have something to come on the offensive. And I think in this case, they are trying to be on the offensive because they know the impact if they let him grow roots. Whatever the Azimio is going to remove them, is going to, it will be a formidable force. And the problem, once they become a force, they will fight, yes, but there is a point. You see, like when they did 2007, they first helped the Kikuyus, and then they started killing the Kikuyus. So that is menace that you should not tolerate.
Okay.
Because then it will be, right now it will work for them, but it will come to a point where it will be something that it's like ISIS. It is like Al-Shabaab. It's like when you let it loose, now it's able to contain it back. So I think it is very wise if they have intelligence. In fact, I think they are not doing enough. If they have suspicion or they are alarmed, they need to do more than they have done, because nobody should die because of that. That should not be allowed to continue if it is a threat. Just like was told that he was a threat and he had to stay out of the country. If that guy is a threat, he needs to stay in jail without bail.
Okay.
That if he's a threat.
I see Omolo needs to say something. Yes.
Allow me to ask maybe one or two questions to Ashley, and also to give one point of information. First, I want to tell Ashley that Kenya is guided by the Constitution and the rule of law, and it is not a selective justice system. So you cannot put somebody in jail without bail, because the Constitution entitles everybody for a bail in any case. So that is what we follow. We cannot create a constitution for only mine and Jenga. Secondly, the Mungiki, the question I wanted to ask Ashley, this Mungiki group we are talking about, are these youths from Uganda? Are they from Kenya? Are they from Rwanda? Are they from Somalia? Or they're also Kenyans? Because I don't understand why when somebody is pushing for a cause, then he become a bad domain, he become a bad group. Kenya is Kenya for everybody. And whatever somebody agenda might be pushing, that person also need to be listened. He ought to be listened and know what is the problem. The problem that we are having is not, I told you that many groups will come, Chinkororo will come, MRC will come, many groups will come because of the hardship that youths are facing. So what you need to do is listen to them. Okay, I give you instance. When Deputy President went to Central and tell youths that muachane na pombe, na polisi mushike wale wanakunywa. Mimi nilikuwa nakunywa lakini niliwacha because I was saved. See double standard, not because alishikwa, because he was saved. So if wewe uliwacha because you are saved, what you need to do is bring more pastors and bishops wahubiria hao vijana nao pia waache vile uliacha sababu ya kuokoka. Wewe hukuacha sababu ya kushikwa ama kuwekwa jela. Everybody has a right to drink. Alcohol si crime in Kenya. Alcohol kila mmoja ana right ya kunywa, na tuko hii ulimwengu kwa haki. Nobody is here to prefect another one. We are not here to be prefected or monitored by another person. So kukunywa katika Kenya, as long as umekunywa na pesa yako ujienda kuibia mtu, it is not a crime. Kwa hivyo ile kitu iko ni kuwa watu wanakunywa because desperation and idleness. Kama unataka watu wasikunywe, watafutie kazi ya kufanya, wapatie pesa wafanye biashara, then utaona wakikunywa. Lakini huwezi kwenda tu na ku generalize everybody but you should not drink, you should not operate a bar when it is not something that is not illegal. So nataka kumuuliza Ashley
before you even go far.
Yes.
I don't know mahali Ashley angelea pombe, but I don't know what you have meant, because ni interesting. But maybe Ashley, I know you want to respond, but maybe I ask, why do you think it's not important for the government to try to protect its young population? You know, maybe until you see the impact of what alcohol has done in Central Province and in some of these places, you would not really know what to say, because
let me tell you, Jake,
young men are really lost in illicit liquor. They are destroying their lives. So if the government puts on an initiative, I don't think it's wise. Yes, Ashley.
Let me respond to that your question, then you give to Ashley. I'm not saying that government should not respond, but there.
No, this is how you have said. This is what you have said.
No,
you have said.
What I said is like
no
this.
one should control. Your words were no one should.
No one. Let me tell you, no one should control. No one should curtail, because it is by law and rights that everybody is entitled to do whatever they wish, as long it is not outside the law. The government cannot use law to punish the drunkards. Wait.
It's equally the responsibility of the government to protect.
The government is not the government is not housing. They are going outside their scope of what they are supposed to do, because it says an idle mind is the workshop of the devil. So even the way, one of the reasons that people are so idle, that is why even when these politicians go somewhere, they can get a crowd quickly on a work day, because people are not working. What they need to do is create jobs, or not only create jobs, because the government cannot even create jobs. What the government needs to do is to bring policies that are conducive so that people can be able to create jobs. Kama hii overtaxation is killing the people, the small businesses, is killing investors to come to the country. So those are the things they need to change. They need to have a good climate for creation of jobs. And when most people are working, like he said, most people drink because they are idle and they are frustrated. If there is enough work, I don't think people will be going to drink, or then they can open rehab centers. But you can't start telling people what to do when they are over 18. That is not the work of government. And then as far as Mogeki, I don't know much, but what I'm saying, since the government has intelligence, if they have intelligence that there is activity as such as Mogeki, they need to handle it as soon as possible so that it doesn't come and affect our youth. That's what I said. I don't know much, but they have more intelligence that we do, and they don't need to be coming to tell us. It shouldn't be a matter of discussion. They should act decisively on it.
Okay. I don't know, but let me now ask some of these questions directly. In the US, where you are, do you have like institutions run by government that fight drug addictions and drugs related issues?
Yeah. In US,
Now,
they
let's go step by step. If the US has that,
they do have, but they don't. They talk like when Trump was in parliament, was in office. His wife was a big advocate because there's opium. Opium is the thing, and it kills a lot of young people. So they have these encouragements to discourage people from those kinds of drugs, but they don't.
Now, I get what you're saying. The government finds a way to discourage or to kind of show alternates of not doing the drugs in an abusive form. In any case, the government is not banning use of alcohol. It's banning addiction, or rather, it's trying to fight addiction. Because once you lose a generation to an addiction, I'm sure you have centers there for rehab and all.
Yeah, and then what they did, like they have these electric cigarettes, and kids were taking it because there was no age. What they do, you cannot drink unless you are over the age of 21 and you have to show your ID. You cannot smoke until you are 19 and you have to show ID. So they also, in some states, they have raised the age of drinking to 21 and it is enforced. If you sell beer to a minor, you go to jail and you're also fined. If you take beer as a minor, you go to jail and you're fined. If your parents keep beer in the house and it is found by the authorities and you have drunk, your parents and yourself will go to jail.
I love what you're saying. Now that's the government.
21 years old, you can drink all you want, but if you're caught drinking, the ticket, the charges that you will get, the ticket that you will get, you will go crying because that's like your whole paycheck. You have to go and pay those fines. So the fining is where people stop, because if you're fined your whole paycheck